feel bad joining this one because it's already almost like halfway done. But this one needs an engineer. Okay.
Mission selected. The chariot awaits, gentlemen. Move out.
Once this is done.
I don't even buy the other one.
Bit expensive, but I really need it. Modification bot.
Chemical rounds.
Oh man, what an improvement!
Hello.
Mod acquired. Rock and stone! Rock and stone!
Rock and stone, brother. Bartender, come on, guys. Rock
None can stand before us!
rock and stone to the moon.
Ooh,
Oh yeah! I needed that!
pay attention to me, damn it.
You weren't talking.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I can hear you.
Rock and
Yeah,
stone,
you could.
everyone!
Say that again.
Yeah, you could. See?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Shut up, Michael.
You shut up.
Rock and roll.
We are unbreakable! The rock and
Did
stone!
I hear a rock and stone?
Landing moves, team. Now quit it.
For rock and stone!
Never felt better.
Could you please hurry up? We're leaving!
Drop sequence initiating.
Hurry up! I ain't getting younger
Drop
yet!
sequence initiating.
Ew.
Fasten your seatbelts.
You?
Oh, rock and stone to the fucking stone. If you don't, stone.
So you're gonna go play League with Corn, Patrick? You both gonna get ranked really high, you know, because you hate yourselves? Huh?
Michael, shut up.
Is that a no?
If I have time, sure.
Of course you have time. You have time to watch them. You have time to play, you know?
What, Michael?
I said if you have time
Sorry,
to watch
I'm-
them, you have time to play.
That's not true.
How could it not be true?
Sorry. Again, I wasn't paying attention. I was doing other things. But
Uh-huh.
say it again, Michael.
Uh-huh.
Speak, boy.
Solid.
Uh-huh.
This is a simple mining mission. Deposit your quota of morkite into the mule, and we'll send a drop pod to get you out. Good luck.
So of course it's true battery. It has to be.
I can watch and do other things all the time.
Flares ain't ready. One sentry gun ready to be built. Sentry on. I made a platform off. I'm not a balloon. You want some more? Friggin' hell. Oh no, that will let the moisture. No flares ready. Look at me, I'm your master. One
Jeez, Michael, why aren't you streaming?
I am streaming, you dick.
Yeah, but I don't have too much for that. Yes.
What?
Nothing.
platform.
You're just mad because you didn't check before you looked.
That's not what I said.
Oh, I know, but that's what you are.
I don't even think I have you subscribed.
What kind of fucking friend are you?
I'm not your friend. I'm your brother.
That's even
I got
worse.
Steven subscribed.
What?
I have Steven subscribed.
Swarm incoming. Get through it fast. We're on a tight schedule here.
Why isn't Discord telling me you're streaming? I can't find you on YouTube.
I don't know
today.
why Discord doesn't tell me I'm streaming.
Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
I can't find you on Discord, homeboy. Or on YouTube. Maybe this is why I just don't try, because I don't care enough.
Rock and roll.
Let's play a real game.
Like, don't say leave.
CSGO.
I want to play CSGO. I don't want to play CSGO.
Wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get on with it.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again.
Dream City 3000.
I do not know. I don't think I have any access to SimCity 3000.
Half-Life.
Rock seriously needs to invest in something better.
Again, same problem with SimCity. I don't have access to that. Albeit I wouldn't play it if I did, so I don't think that changes really anything. But
Come on. Half-Life speedrunner.
I need autism.
Speedrun Diamond and Bronze in League of Legends.
I said something that wasn't League of Legends.
Monopoly.
I would rather injure myself than ever play Monopoly.
Operation.
Well, better than Monopoly, still not as cheap.
No, the players are restarting.
Minecraft.
I mean, do you want to play some Minecraft? I'd be down. Or are you just asking why I'm not playing Minecraft?
What are you engineers and your bridges of death?
Look, that one ain't so bad, okay?
Giant 50-foot sprawling chasm. Mobs on either side. Not so bad.
This cave is so shitty. What, I mean, what other option did I have there other than just jump down?
Bridge is fine. Just leave the bridge.
What do you mean by leave the bridge?
Stand up.
My poor feet!
Oh. You're saying don't fight on the bridge. This is a really fucking roundabout way just to get into this hole.
Sentry gun needs assembly. Sentry on. Heading to the mule.
Why don't I play Minecraft? Because I have a ton of work that I need to be doing. So the games that I use to blow off are kind of intermediary solo play games. I have to fix all my derivatives tonight.
How'd you break them? Ha ha ha!
I'm the only one that is disliked your stream, and I made it a dislike. I know somebody else did too.
That's really mean of you.
Hey, there's 2 dislikes.
And probably Annika.
Probably. But you know what? You deserve it, buddy.
Thank you.
Out of all the garbage on the internet. You're the garbage.
I was gonna say
Garbage
I'm the
is
worst.
garbage.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Huh.
I have to keep my use out of the dislikes button before it goes away.
It's not gonna go away. It's just not gonna do anything anymore. Sorry, let me rephrase this. It does as much as it did previously, just with less functionality.
So it's gonna do less, so it's not gonna do as much.
I don't want to say do less because I think it does. I think it does equal right now.
Yeah, realistically it does nothing.
No, it doesn't do nothing. It just doesn't do a lot.
It's just a bar, you know, it's just a number. It does nothing. It's like on the back end it doesn't do anything.
No, on the back end it does.
What does it do?
It's a engagement tool. It does the same thing as the like button.
I don't think the like button.
The like button does. God, don't you fucking watch Anne Reardon at all? Come on. At all the people on the internet. What?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The lady that does all the
Yep, no.
Okay.
There's only 2 women I watch, and I know all the names.
She's the cake woman.
Yeah, I definitely don't watch her. I know who you're talking about, though. I've seen some of her videos.
She I guess has at least done a little bit of research onto how the Facebook algorithm, YouTube algorithms work, and it seems like.
I'm sure everything's used as a metric. Any kind of anything
Well, I mean,
you ever,
the
ever
dislike-
interact with is ever going to use as a metric.
But the dislike button and the like button are just the same metric. They're just, well, they're the same metric. That's all I can say, really.
You know, by disliking.
The only useful thing you could garner out of the likes and dislikes is, sorry, the only useful thing you could garner out of the dislikes is how many other people disliked it. You might still get shown that video. Fuck away, I don't want to deal with your shit.
Yeah, well, now there's 1 like and 2 dislikes, so somebody else is here that's watching this.
Maybe Annika's the one that liked it, and you just, for
I'm
some
what?
reason, 2
Disliked it
dislikes.
twice?
Yeah, somehow. Even unbeknownst to you.
It says only 1 of us is watching, which leads me to believe I'm watching, but I know that's not true because there's 3 likes and dislikes.
I also only see 1 viewer.
Well, now it says there's 2 watching, and there's 4 of them now.
Great. Great. You're fucking up the whole system, Patrick.
If I can hold this kind of power.
Simply by liking and disliking. I don't know. I guess what is the power here? Changing the system.
I only disliked once.
Yeah, and apparently it multiplied into 4. What? Wait, how do you tell how many dislikes there are? I thought they took that functionality away. Did we just literally talk about that?
Well, we were talking about it, but I thought they haven't taken it away yet.
Oh, okay.
You know.
It's just planned obsolescence.
It's gonna be like YouTube 2.0. You know, like if you like astroturfing, you're gonna like it a lot better now that there's no dislikes. Like now there's 3 likes.
Turn me into an overnight sensation, Patrick. No, you stupid acid spitter. You're supposed to die with a... Oh, that's not good.
God, I hope not. I'm supposed to be the famous one. I can't have you strutting around people thinking you're
I don't understand. That's gonna happen already. You're not gonna get away from that. The issue isn't that.
Yeah, but I mean in like the public eye, not like your family gathering. Sure, you know where I know the people personally, but like you know, I can't have people coming up to me and be like, you know, oh you're Michael, you're the famous person. Like no bitch, I work for the CDC. Or the World Health Organization, where the hell I work. Who knows?
Who knows?
Like a small cupcake shop in Nebraska.
A restaurant.
Cupcake shop. I consider that a restaurant. I mean, like I know it doesn't have like formal like sit down and have a full meal, but
That just doesn't seem right to me. A bakery doesn't seem right for you. It seems right for Matt, I think, but not a cupcake shop either.
Why not a cupcake shop?
I don't know.
I love cakes.
I expect you to do some sort of what?
I know you expect me to do pasta.
Well, I would just say Italian cuisine and leave it at that. I don't necessarily expect you to do pasta. Something hearty, something more substantial than cakes.
Tomato and meat sauce. That's it.
That's the hell you do.
According to you.
Going down to Patrick Bean's warehouse, wholesale tomato and tomato meat sauce.
Bolognese. Bolognese for days. You need something cheap. You don't care what you eat. Eat bolognese for the next 3 days.
Well, that's probably what you'd end up doing, is making a place where you're like, can I wholesale it? No. Okay, well, I'm not getting it then.
Oh, Michael, I had to make housing work. We'll work on that first, and then maybe we'll work on making sure everybody's fed. You know, just one small problem at a time.
Don't you think one's more important than the other? And it's definitely not housing.
I think one's more important than the other. Not really. I mean, like, I'm sorry. I understand why you say that question, but I just know they're not. They're both equally important.
Oh, there's a lost gear around here. Oh my god.
I was in my behavioral science class today. We were talking about racism, and specifically, well, any kind of racism, really. But really, what we were talking about was racism in housing, like redlining and all sorts of things like that. And there's been some like really good studies in the last few years showing how if you just made housing equal across the races, across just even black and white people, just across those two races, you'd eliminate 60%, greater than 60% of single motherhood black population. You'd eliminate most income inequality in the black population. You'd eliminate like these big structural determinants of racism. All you have to do is equalize housing across these populations, and it's done.
But what does equalizing housing look like?
Well, it could look like a lot of things.
This is the biggest room I've ever been in. I can't go down there, or else I don't know how I'm gonna ever get back up.
I don't know, I'm still watching these kind of people. What does equalizing housing look like? It could look like a lot of things. Mainly, they were just making a comment that if the housing had equal like likelihoods of people, white people or black people living where white people do, that would eliminate their problems. But in reality, it's a much more complicated problem, right?
I was gonna say, that seems, yeah. I like this weapon. but I have to ask myself, is it better than the shotgun? And I would just say no.
Does it hit? So if I target 5 people with it, does it shoot all 19 shots
No, it only
on
shoots
each of those people?
It can. It will just shoot what? I don't know. If you pay attention well enough. I'll hold it on this guy because you'll be able to see the number eventually. It says 9. It'll say the number of bullets it's going to fire on the guy. And it'll only
Yeah,
go.
well, I couldn't quite see. Okay, so I see that each one of them has a separate number.
Yeah. And it'll only go up to the
So
number.
you'll only shoot 19 shots, but it'll tell you who gets those shots. Interesting weapon.
Just ain't worth it, I don't think. If I had something that did more damage, I'd probably be okay with this for like small guys, but this just doesn't have the damage output that I'm looking for.
Matt was watching. I think. I don't know though. But anyway, yeah. So you just eliminate races and hounds. Pretty much what the problem. So that's essentially asking you to solve the structural problem of racism.
Correct. Yeah.
It's not unlikely you're gonna do it. Possible, but unlikely.
Okay, it's the end of the line for the left and right, so it looks like we have to go up and down now. Great.
One platform ready to use. Skull crusher.
You can call your pasta shop impostable.
No, Michael. Bolognese. Meat bolognese.
Flares. Recharging. Platform space. Never felt better.
If I was any other stupid class, this would be so much easier.
I know. You're right. Stupid class.
Let's go find that battery still.
Platform. Whack-a-mole.
God, it's such a far way down still. Oh, I hear it.
At this rate, I'll pop soon. Platform up. Platform.
Ah, fucking. That's a later me problem.
I made a platform.
Oh, thank God, another player. Holy shit.
Welcome back.
Okie dokie.
A miner is on the way to join you.
Rock and stone. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I couldn't go forward a little bit more. I couldn't go backwards a little bit more. I hit the right fucking place.
elementary teacher fucked up with my brain. I mean, not totally, but I don't know. Like every time, like I hear people calling the public public like the what they call this restroom, call it like a bathroom. Like my brain just don't want to accept that. Like that irritates the fuck out of me. It's not irritating. It's just like. Or at home when they call the bathroom comfort room or restroom.
Let's clear them out.
I didn't know, like only in the Philippines they call restroom comfort room.
Let's get this cargo crate open. Yes, a cargo crate. Good God. Line is up. I'm taking lead and whistle. See you later. It's a mystery.
Well done. Secondary objective completed.
Need to get my pickaxe sharpened when we get back. Watch the creeper bar.
And like
I'm getting a rat.
people who live outside the campus can access the campus tomorrow and on Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're going to close the main entrance, the west entrance,
Ready to kill some more crates.
the only two entrances to the campus.
Why are they doing that?
They're having a strike. So my professor he said like you can't come on Thursday for class because yeah they're
It prickles.
closing the entrance. There's no way to go to school. So, so I think our class will go be online.
Weapon ready.
Black purple.
hell? Can't interact with my chat in any sort of way.
I gotta get out of this country before Trump's reelected.
Trump's not gonna be reelected.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Rock and stone! We are breakable.
Why are you afraid of that?
What?
I said, why are you afraid of that?
Civil war, fighting in the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, I said afraid, not excited.
I'm not excited.
So what if I like really big guns?
Michael, I don't want to have to be Kyle Rittenhouse, and then Kyle Rittenhouse, and then Kyle Rittenhouse, and I can't remember the guy he shot.
He shot Rosenbaum.
Is that the guy that died?
Yes. Well, there's two
And,
that died.
and then Rosenbaum.
There's Rittenhouse. There's Rosenbaum that died, and
You should
Grossport.
come with me. Let's go to Sweden.
Look, I'm okay with this.
Denmark, France.
Drop sequence initiating.
Did I hear a rock and stone?
Rock and stone!
None can stand on
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
Sweden. I guess I'm okay with this. I don't know why Sweden though. I guess. I don't know. I'd have to do some research about where we should go. I'm sure you don't necessarily care if it's Sweden. What? I can't hear you.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
my stomach can take it. Check the gear and let's go.
This is a salvage mission. A previous crew lost their mini-mules, their drop pod, and their lives in this cave. Find and repair the lost mules, get the drop pod operational, and return to base. Expect heavy infestation, and try not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
You should appear, Chief. Except for this.
It doesn't have to be Sweden. It can be Denmark or whatever. You joined us, Matt. Matt, yeah, from moving over country. Your mom and dad and Rex from out of the country too. I'll move to Germany. Matt,
I noticed that. Well, I noticed that now. still don't understand why Discord puts voice sounds through my headset, but Discord sounds through my speakers, like, you know, muting myself or... I don't understand Discord sometimes. I'm moving out of the country. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, let's pack up and go to China. They have a lot of problems you can fix.
That's fair. I don't want to be here in 3 years if Trump gets elected again.
Whatever. It's like he did barely anything bad in his long run of things. What is he gonna do this time?
No,
Actually
I'm not
commit a
interested in
coup?
him. He's not the one that I'm worried about.
Yeah, he's actually worried about Joe Biden.
He just doesn't want to be in a country where people don't think the same way he does.
Patrick,
No, most people think around me the same way I do around here, so that's fine. Have you seen Doom yet?
No. Should have saw it a while ago, but I did not. And then it came out by Max, and now I'm annoyed.
now he's just not gonna see the fucking thing at all.
Yeah, kind of like every time it rolls around to be like Thursday, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff done this week, and then like I get it done, but you know, I still have more shit to do and writing. Like,
I understand.
probably should do that before I go out and see a movie. So that's what I do, and then I'm like, damn it. So yeah, it may not be until after school's over, or maybe the week of Thanksgiving, because they gave us the light load then. It looks like actually, which is nice.
Looks like I'm gonna, even though the website says that I only have 2 days off, it looks like all of my classes are canceled for the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, well, if those fuckers would have told me that, I would have, fought harder so I could have that week plus the 2 other weeks and then just been home that entire time.
Oh yeah.
Because everything I do here then could just be done at home. It's, nothing gonna happen. But now there's something I have to do here. Idiots.
Like, positive side of I like all this. The nice thing about these online classes is I can just do it wherever. If I had a better laptop, I'd probably do it wherever. But my laptop's pretty sad. How's your laptop?
Nice. I think.
Everything you wanted, or is it not quite?
No, it's everything I wanted. It's just that sometimes I have to assume that this is a hardware-software glitch or something negative interaction because it doesn't happen like often. It's only happened once or twice. But I've had it crash twice,
Nitro's been withdrawn. The supply
and it
box is
just like locks up and it'll stop working. I've had some other problems with it, but I've updated and I haven't noticed those problems again. So I can only assume that it's because it's literally brand new. They just came out with it when I bought it, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. I guess if it doesn't keep doing it, that's good. But
Yeah,
kind of annoying for a brand new thing to be doing that.
that's kind of what I thought, but I'm like, whatever. It does it, very rarely. If it keeps happening, like maybe I'll call them and talk to them about it, but it's nothing that has like severely detrimented me, and it's all So I pressed the power button for 5 seconds, turn it back on, it's on at 2, and I'm back to whatever I was doing. So because it's all SSD, so I'm not losing much.
I mean, regardless, it shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that part of it. Like, you still
I
should be doing
agree.
it, and at some point it will become a problem because it'll do it when you really don't want it to. Maybe. I don't know.
I think if I have to guess at what's happening, which I probably shouldn't, but it has all these sorts of like different modes for like fans and things like that because it's got a lot of fans in it, more than I think my desktop has. Uh, it can fucking move air, um, and it's got a few of the modes where it's like, oh, you want it to be like really quiet, so it won't have the fans turn on very fast, or it has all can turn on every fan to 100% or whatever. And I usually keep it on quiet when I'm in class because the fans fucking come on. It's loud.
Yeah.
Um, so I think so. I think what happened because both of those times it was on silent. I think it's gotten too hot and it shuts itself down. So I leave the fans on too low. But I'm like, no, that shouldn't it shouldn't it shouldn't keep the fans off detrimentally. But I mean maybe it does.
Found an apocalypse. Why is this rat doing all right?
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed. Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
Okay. Oh, fuck you too. Website won't even let me create an account.
All mules are secured. Now to get the pod working. First, establishing a proper connection between the pod and the space rig. Set up the uplink.
Yeah, well,
It's too far.
I guess if it stops logging up, it's probably okay. I can understand software issue, but
See, it did it yesterday or today. I can't remember. So.
yeah. I would just get in touch with their support now and see what they have to say about it, because they may just have... They may know why it's doing it.
True. It could be a very common problem.
You know, they could just be like, oh, it's not compatible with this mouse, or...
I have been having problems with my mouse, so.
Yeah, it's stupid crap like that usually results in these problems, and whether or not they know, telling them is helpful, because they can fix it. Ish. Or just do what they normally tell you, and just tell you not to use it. It's a great tech support.
Right.
Let it rain. That's the outlook. Let's get them in. Boom, baby.
Hello.
Alright.
There's the how it is do it? No, I don't know how to speak English.
Well, you know.
Secondary objective has been achieved.
You're probably not any worse than any of us.
myself. I mean, I've been talking about myself on this paper over and over and over
Triangulation
again.
initiated. Do not leave the triangulation
Let me just
zone
say,
or
I don't know what to say
connection.
anymore.
We've got one shot at this.
Actually, like, I need to cut down some words. You only need like 500 words, and I'm on 547.
Triangulation at 50%.
Michael, figure out like if I'm going to like fly down there, I could like live here Friday, and then like stay overnight at my friend's house,
Almost there.
and then Saturday I could take the plane going to LAX. So it will be like that, and it will going to arrive at 8:50 p.m.
On the 11th, right?
Yeah, that's it. On like a flight that will not that that is close to Patrick's arrival. And then but then I know that I like my car needs some maintenance. I think maintenance work and some I need to like change the guard door. I mean like the dealer said they're going to change that and they haven't changed it because I haven't gotten it with the dealer.
Charge cable plugged in. Prep the fuel cells for charge sequence.
Plan to do that like on December. If I fly down there, then do that. But then the guard door is only like 99 cents. And then if I don't know. I'm also like thinking that if I don't have my car down there.
I mean, obviously having your car down here would be nice, but is it necessary?
That I'm like thinking if it's like necessary. Like for example, like
Soil under my feet.
Fuel cells charging. Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting
not like on
entries and
December.
hostiles.
Also found like the second option is if I don't stay at my friend's house, like they stay there overnight for the flight. Like my other friend is going to give me a ride to the airport. But yeah. Undecided if I want my car down there. Like it will be nice, especially if the house will go to school for like the month of December. At least I could like get away, especially on the weekdays. Like I could go like for example like at the library and do my work there. Sit at home. But then I have to like talk to my boss first if I'm allowed to like take the week off before Christmas. The week before
So I'm
Christmas.
taking the week off.
Huh?
That's how you handle these people. Bitch, I'm taking a week off.
Fuel cells at 75%.
I don't know yet. Like I have to like talk to my boss about that.
No, you just had to tell him.
Oh. Just hey, I'm going to go.
Leaving for a week.
Yeah. So leaving like like the week of the 13th. It's like the Christmas week, which is like on the December 20, the New Year. Like the campus is closed, so that means like, I'm gonna take that off, 2 weeks off. But the week before that, I don't know yet if I'm gonna take that week off. I talked to like the people in my lab and they said they don't really do that. But I don't know. Kind of like depends like what asking me to do things.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Because I still have like a meeting on the 17th. Oh shit, I also have a meeting for Livermore.
Calculating orbital trajectory.
Oh well. I don't know. Have to like determine that.
Powering radiation shielding.
But yeah, anyway. Fly down to Michael, you're going to pick me up in the
I mean, if I was
Yeah,
picking
Michael, you gotta go
Patrick
pick her
up.
up.
What?
I mean, if I was picking Patrick up.
No, you can only pick one person up at a time.
Oh, then I've already answered yes to Patrick. I'm sorry, I can't do that then.
Oh, like, for example, like on the 19th of December. And the 20th of December.
What is the 19th? Is that a Saturday?
That's Sunday, and the 20th is like Monday.
Dude, Sunday is really bad for me to be picking you up.
What?
Sunday,
At my house?
Oh, you mean on your house? Okay.
In Palmdale?
Well, we were just talking about you flying down.
Yeah, I said like if I took that week off and then decided to fly down.
Oh yeah, then I'd pick you up on Sundays.
Rock and stone, everyone.
Oh, 20. Also, like how we're gonna go to like Irvine on the 23rd.
Yeah, Michael, how are you going to get to Irvine on the 23rd?
I don't seem to
No.
understand the question. I have a driver's license.
No, you're
And a car.
gonna be at Irvine, and the other like I mean like I don't know why I'm like stressing about this.
I don't know why you're stressing about it either. It's my job. It's not, you know.
No, like I'm not you. I mean like isn't like we're going to like the escape room?
Oh crap.
And we're just going to give you.
Okay.
We're just going to like meet you on the 23rd.
Well,
Like,
that would be my plan. Is that you guys would come down here on the 23rd with all 5 of you in your car, and then I could take a couple people back.
Yeah. I mean all of them back.
We fight for rock and stone.
I assume like I'm going home that day. Never mind. I think I was that.
But I mean, Kurt can drive his mom's car, and Matt can drive his car. It's not like those two things.
Matt, you
are
can drive your
exclusive.
car?
No.
Uh-oh. Michael, you lied to me.
People can drive my car, but I can't drive my car.
I'm
He
not
said that
gonna.
the Beatles taught me.
Rock and stone, yeah.
Patrick will gonna drive.
Oh, perfect.
Hurry up. I ain't getting
Yep,
younger,
I'll drive.
bro.
Yeah, Patrick.
I'll drive to the escape room. I'll drive to the 5K, but I'll let Kurt drive to the Faye.
Kurt said he didn't think he had enough time for it. That's totally a lie.
He said he didn't know, but he'd find out.
If you had what?
Time to drive to a buffet in Las Vegas.
Jesus Christ.
Matt.
Why didn't you just fly to Vegas and stop there for a day or two and then come home?
Because that's not what he wants
That
to
would
do.
have been, that
Don't
would've
you
been
understand?
An excellent, no, wait a second. That would have been an excellent idea, Matt, but I didn't think about that.
He didn't think 2 months in after he booked his flight he would have wanted to go to a buffet in Las Vegas.
I think
Which is
like-
fair.
I mean, I don't
Cancel
think
it.
anybody really does.
Yeah, you know? How do you plan for it?
Cancel it.
Yeah,
Or
can you,
remake it.
I don't know. Does Delta let you do that?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
They
sure.
would let me. They would let me change the flights if I need to.
So go for it. Just
But of course, like you have to pay for the flight difference.
Alien eggs. Count Misty to fiddle and blow. Get the eggs to Storm and Molly. Get back alive.
I know for like local flights, like it's so it's really easy to like cancel like flights and those things. They are never booking. But for international flights, it's tricky. But I mean, like there's usually like an extra fee.
I'm full. They're falling.
good thing it's not international.
Maybe next year Patrick will be like flying international.
Maybe it'll be out of the fucking country by then.
Yeah, he'll be a Denmark citizen.
This just is not fun enough for me, Michael.
You want
I've tried it for a year.
far,
And it's still just too close.
You're like, son of a bitch, I can still fucking, I know where California is, and that's a problem.
Just better appeal to Elon Musk or something to get you up into the sky, because
Get,
maybe
get
that'll
me
be
into
far
fucking
enough.
Mars. Give me to Mars. I don't care if I die there.
You'll be American too.
Yeah, I mean, it's really American to go to space to avoid something.
Yeah, why solve problems?
But
Solving
yeah.
problems is hard. I can attest to it.
The only problem isn't that hard, Jesus.
What do you guys think about that type of plane? Not bringing a star.
I mean, I think it's fine. I can't speak for you because I don't know. I mean, is there things you're gonna want to do over the week that you're gonna need a car for? That you don't have access to another car for?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, this is my job.
I mean, I could like, I think I could like tell my cousin like, I'm going to Bogota, but I don't think she'll appreciate that. The only thing like I need the car for is to like escape room. Okay, I mean escape for like escape the house.
Yeah, escape room.
Escape room.
The car is the escape room.
Because I know our household is going to be like packed with people. Since my relatives are moving here to California. So, and they're like temporarily going to live in that house. That's like 5 people. And right now there's like 5 people. So 10 people in total. In one small house. And then I'm there, that will be 11.
Got an A plus in base math.
I don't know. I can't decide. And I need to decide soon.
Yeah, you should probably decide today, in all honesty.
What?
So yeah, you should probably decide today, in all honesty.
What today?
Well, just the sooner the better.
No. What do you guys think? What you would do if you were in my position?
I think I'd probably just fly down, because I could drive the truck. Yeah, I'd probably just fly down.
Yeah, and get like a. Figure out by next week. Yeah. Yeah, because the gas makes it ridiculous.
Yeah, this one. stuff, Michael.
What?
Fucking fell to my death in deep rock because I'm an idiot.
Hell yes. Like, you can't have a good game without falling to death once in a while.
That guy fell to his death too.
Oh, you're perfect. Was he following you?
No.
No.
What's the death part of the Praetorian? Lighting up! Up there, that warms the place.
Anyone needs ammo? There's nitro here.
Come on, why haven't the Rittenhouse people come back with just a guilty charge on all verdicts yet?
But you know that's not gonna happen.
Do you know they're goddamn fucking conservatives now?
He's gonna walk free, Michael.
He's not gonna walk free. He's gonna. He's definitely gonna.
Some guilty charge, but
Yeah.
it won't be for the ones everybody wants.
No, he's not gonna get. Definitely not gonna get convicted of murder on any count.
And not only be in jail for
Right, you're gonna be a shill for Kyle Rittenhouse? Jesus, man.
I will be. You know, I think we should. I think we should get some guns and go to a Trump concert and defend ourselves. Then we can pose as people like Nancy Pelosi and Fauci, and then cry in court.
Unfortunately, you don't have the power of executive privilege on your side. Well, maybe with Biden. I don't know. Probably not, though. Let's face it.
Oh, Mr. Scout. Oh, there's two oppressors. How nice.
Scanner showed the way was thinning out. Take out the rest of them snap.
Means they can hit me for 100, Alex.
What is everything?
What is shit I have to hit first? Sorry, where's shit I have to kill first? There's shit that can hit me.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
There it is, I'm completely out of ammo.
Ready to take some more crates. Yeah. I'll take on some of the ammo.
Getting supplies.
What the fuck, Annika? Did we bore you? Excuse me?
I mean, look at you, of course.
Damn, you needy fucks.
not bored. I'm tired.
That's the same thing. If you're tired, you're bored. Go do something
Oh.
else. What?
That's not true.
Totally is true.
The scanner system is up ahead.
Look it up. I saw it in a dictionary once.
Mm-hmm. Show it to me.
Another ammo. I can't show it to you. I don't remember it. I saw it in a dictionary.
All eggs collected, management will be pleased. Escape pod button is activated. Contact! Lock and load!
Like,
My name, don't worry.
yeah, answer the question I sent you, Discord.
Did I answer what?
Question I sent you on Discord.
The whole list thing?
Send you a message.
List gate 2020. I will look at it later, Andrew. I'm playing.
Incoming!
Best friends, hated the time. For becoming interior designer, I have to go back.
Sure. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why don't
No.
you just ask me those questions, you know, here?
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious. I just I want to answer that. I'll type it to you. I just don't. I'm just curious.
Oh, because I don't know if you answered that while you were streaming.
Why would that matter?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some people find that like privacy.
Okay, yeah, I don't. I usually wear large. That's what I wear.
Super large.
What?
Or
Large.
XL.
Large.
Yep.
Okay.
It needs to be a size above extra large to start to the tarp. The
No, no, there
T
doesn't.
size.
There does not need to be a size above large.
Anything bigger than this is just ponchos.
It's like large or like fitted to you or.
Here we go!
Okay.
Found some cropper!
I can like to guarantee you that it does need to be a size above large.
Oh wow, you got it.
There's people above large.
No, there doesn't. That's just where the custom clothing comes into effect.
No, because once you have more than a quarter of your population at that size, you need to start pushing like manufactured stuff.
So when you have a quarter of your population at large plus, you're not worried. You shouldn't be worried about making clothing for them.
Well, you still need clothes, so why
Right,
would you
Michael,
worry
do
about
these
that?
fat people not need to wear clothes when they go out
Yeah.
and do things?
Just yeah. No, that's what he means. Yes.
They need to be.
The gym not require clothes anymore?
No, I think you
even
misunderstand
if
what
I-
I'm saying. I'm saying that you need to shame them by not making clothing that big. Don't you understand? Jesus.
Do you know that I actually read several studies in my behavioral health class that shows shaming actually just doesn't work?
Patrick, it must work.
Period. For anything. For any object you try to get people to change their habits on, shaming them does not work.
Well, your study's wrong.
Apparently, being
Yeah,
nice
see,
to them
there
and
it
telling
is.
them to eat vegetables doesn't either.
Yeah, so where's the middle ground? What do I need to do? So I'll tell.
What you're looking for.
I'll be friendly and hug him, but I'll say I can't serve you. I can't.
Do some
There's
of
no
both.
shirt. Yeah.
Do some of both. But the problem is they probably already feel ashamed for being fat, so you don't have to push that part of things.
That's the major problem. Is that you're just creating more problems for them. Whereas if you just try to help them, you know, that they're not going to think you're being an asshole.
But I am trying to be an asshole.
You are being an asshole. You're right. You're not trying.
Hands up, new miner arriving.
Putting a sign over a restaurant saying that that's allowed is being an asshole. Having somebody stand at the door with a measuring tape for people's waist saying, yes, you can come in. No, you can't come in. That's being an asshole.
That's just called you don't want. That's just called no fat chicks allowed.
That doesn't work.
It does if you're a business and you try and you have a guy with a measuring tape there.
But you're not a business.
Excuse me? Michael
many
Feeney
McDonald's do you
LLC
own?
is not going to be happy about that.
You don't own a business, sorry.
Did you ask me how many hotels I own?
I said McDonald's.
Oh.
I'm just trying to feel out how many restaurants you own.
Swarm is coming. Get through it fast. We're on a tight schedule.
He owns so many, he can't talk about it.
The wave is significantly diminished.
His lawyers are stopping him. Just like the price is too low and we can't talk about it on the radio, he just owns so much he can't talk about it on the street.
These prices are so insane, my lawyers won't let me talk about it. It's like Crazy Eddie who blows up every time.
Just imagine the conversation that guy has with his lawyers, and his lawyer is like, Jim, you just can't speak about your prices on TV. They're just so low. It's illegal. Yeah, look at this law. If your prices are this low, you just cannot talk about them
This is
at all.
market manipulation, Joe.
Ran into a goddamn gold nugget while I was mining. It scared me.
Every event at campus will gonna be online tomorrow and on Thursday.
Hey, I have one of those, but it's next week.
Sweet.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, wait, I do know. I actually can't answer this because all of the first years are taking all their public health inter team trainings.
Did you do that?
So did I do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked with a species, a global health, and a biostat student to solve some stupid problems.
Here is the staff are having strikes. So
Your
there's one-
staff, are you gonna go join them?
Yeah, technically, our staff.
She's not a union man. Michael, divorce her.
What the hell, Annika? Do you not support the unions?
I'm not part of any union right
Of course you're
That wasn't the
probably part of
question.
a union.
now. No, there is no union for graduate student researcher.
That wasn't the question.
What?
Are you
You're not
a
a
union
union
man?
person.
What?
Do you
You sup-
or do you not support the unions?
Unions.
Don't try to act dumb, Annika. We'll see through it.
She doesn't have to try.
Utter silence.
I don't know how to answer that question.
One, you just ignore
Right,
it. That's
you call
probably
it
the
an
best
asshole.
way. Yeah, unless you have a very good aggressive insult, you can just ignore it because it doesn't really matter.
I Yeah.
Are you saying the only way to talk to me is insult me? That's insulting.
No,
The only way to-
he's talking about me.
Yeah. Whatever. One for both is fine.
It applies to both.
By the beard.
Why aren't you guys supporting my stream and watching and just leaving it up in the background? Huh?
I was, and then I started writing my book report again, but then, so I stopped. Now I'll go back to watching it because I got done with this part.
You can see me
Oh,
getting.
because
Oh
I
my
have a
god!
bunch of derivatives.
I had the worst. I was so angry. So I did one of those because I had to do a data rack for my I guess seasonal quests. I'm not sure how this works out. I think it's just dailies, but that's not the point. So I went and found a 4 because I was like, you know, I'm determined to do this thing on fucking 4.
Patrick disliked the video. What the?
I got into the 4 and, you know, we got all the way to the end. Literally all the way to the end. Right as we were getting into the drop pod, the game's like, oh, the multiplayer server can't function anymore. And it kicked me out of the game.
You deserve it.
That's really rude, Patrick.
Expect anything this
Really
way.
rude. WLCD Dave. I wonder if he has an LCD. LCD Dave, no LCD man.
Play Monopoly. Our Monopoly socialism board game.
A Monopoly socialist board game. Monopoly.
Yeah. Yeah, I
you
found
get enough
one
money for
and-
rent every turn, and all you have to do is seek out your pleasure in life.
You can't buy that property, but you can absolutely just.
That's definitely not adequate representation of socialism.
Get in the bread line.
Here,
Yeah,
there's
you have to
another-
have both versions. You have to have the shitty version where people have to sit in bread lines and have dictators
Well,
at their
but
head,
you have to-
and you get the
see,
version where you don't have
Yeah,
that.
you roll a 20-sided dice at the beginning of the game to decide which side of the board you play on, and if you get a 10 through 20, you play on the good side.
Wow, basically, we can just boil Monopoly right down to a coin flip to whether, yes, I came up in the world and was born into the right country, or I wasn't, and I win.
Yep.
What an amazing game.
I'm ready to play.
That's a game I could make a computer play 10,000 times a second.
Yeah, well, yeah, because generating ones or zeros randomly is real hard. If you could only make your computer do that 10,000 times a second, that'd be disappointing.
I could make a weight statement.
You fucking got him.
I was reading a blog post. I don't remember where, but it's like this guy was like working on an app or something, and he's like, I optimized my load time by 30 seconds. 30 seconds. It was like half his load time or more like that. And he's like, all I had to do was take out the weight statement I added in there months ago.
That's a great way to increase corporate efficiency.
Yeah.
Or
don't
increase
you
your
believe that-
efficiency.
Don't you believe for a second it doesn't get used on a regular basis? Bro, that's some good code you got there. Hey, do you think you can make it work faster? I don't know. Give me another month and a half.
I could
Maybe we'll figure
shave
this
a few
out.
seconds off it.
Yeah.
Leave no thought behind.
Realtors are moving. Try to keep up. Guard it with your life.
The radars are fried. Let's do our best to keep them running.
Well, you got no of that fancy non-canned pumpkin. What do you expect me to do?
Get a fucking
I
pumpkin.
don't know. Eat candy corn.
You're just disgusting. Do you think you
I
can
want a
make?
candy pumpkin.
I was just gonna say, do you think you can make pumpkin in the same manner like candy pumpkin?
Well, okay. So
course you
we're
can.
talking. I was gonna say there's little shapes of pumpkins in the candy corn material.
Are there?
Yeah,
What is wrong with people?
I don't understand.
It's just the wrong. It's just wrong. People should feel bad for this.
Matt's right
They
here.
should
I
have
don't feel
some
bad for
god,
reading it.
some shame in their lives or something, or I don't even know. Like any humility at all. Like
I'm sorry that you think candy corn is the worst thing on the planet.
no, it's definitely not the worst thing on the planet. But
But it's pretty bad.
yeah, what is the worst thing on the planet? I'm pretty sure the milk Red Bull soy sauce is probably the worst thing on the planet.
I don't know. I think you could do worse than soy sauce, but definitely start.
Probably, but dope.
The drill goes has stopped. Fuel canisters are all dry.
I'd rather eat those tarantulas than candy corn.
Have this show on the road again soon.
For fried tarantulas.
Yeah, whatever.
A miner is on the way to join you.
I joined this guy's random too because I wanted to get done fast, and now there's like 7 new guys. There's like 3 new guys
Michael,
here. and I
you
feel
don't
really
join
bad.
twos because only idiots do twos.
Whatever. Apparently Michael's an idiot.
Why don't
Yes.
I mean, Patrick, but in Patrick's world, everybody's an idiot, so it's
I
not
do
really
once.
anything useful.
Patrick's like, what if you don't believe the same thing I do? You fucking moron.
Not mad you don't believe the same thing I do. I'm just mad that you don't believe something that's compatible with what I do.
Joins the game and just screams into the microphone, socialism, 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 and then leaves.
Fuel canister in place. Stop your bullet.
You go, man. Scout is just so incredibly new. It's painful. It's fun to watch.
Why? What is he doing?
So there's a little ledge. And there's some shit on the ledge that he wants. And just two things he could do. Obviously, he could scout up it using his zipline tool. Or he could just walk around because there's a perfectly good path around there. But he chose to mine through it. Whatever. Not here for a good time, I'm here for a long time.
Don't shoot me. Come on, guys. Rock and stone.
My fat hand likes to rest on the control button. Dude, I can't get that. Shithead. Give me some platforms, you moron.
Yeah, that's why I don't give people platforms.
I
don't
only
even-
dig when I want to.
Yeah, I don't like. I can just tell when people are probably annoyed at me not giving them platforms because they keep on pinging the same place like 4 times, and I just don't care. Like I'm off doing something else that's way more important. Like nothing.
They're the people I want to eradicate from this game.
Like why he doesn't immediately shoot a platform for me, even though that'd be the most effective thing.
I'm not saying. I gotta turn it back. Okay, I gotta have these guys play some.
So you just need to start playing Factorio
Oh, I gotta
competitively.
use my sidearm.
I don't want to play competitively exactly. I want to play cooperatively, but it is a speed run.
Competitive cooperatively.
I guess.
I mean, we could totally speedrun Astroneers now.
I'd be down for that.
Why, Matt?
Yeah, why not Factorio?
Why
I'd be
Factorio?
down for Factorio too, but only the any percent, not the 100%.
I'm okay with that.
You sound disappointed
What is
though.
the 100? What is the 100% Factorio then?
I think all achievements.
Oh yeah, no way. Like I don't give a shit about achievements.
I don't. It takes a fuck ton of time.
It can't take that long. Yeah, I don't care about that. I just want to go from 0 to rocket fastest time possible.
Drill dozer's out of fuel again. Time to harvest
Get in contact with Iker and Kurt. I mean, if we're gonna do,
What do
this,
you,
we're
what
gonna
do
do
you
it
think the fastest 100% run of Factorio is?
7
I
hours.
don't even know. Yeah, a couple hours at most.
5, almost 6 hours
Oh, it's still that long. I thought it was only.
For the-
I thought it was somewhere
for the
around
100%.
Oh, the 100%. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not that bad.
For the 80%, it's an hour and a half.
Okay.
Is that single
that was
player or
achieved today.
multiplayer?
I assume it's single player.
I needed that.
That's less fun.
Steel Axe percent is 8 minutes.
Is that the time it
In
takes
the long
to get
run,
a steel axe?
I don't even care about playing the game as much as I could just care about creating a bot that could do it the fastest for me.
All right.
Quite honestly, that's the part of the game I'd like to optimize. It's not even playing the game anymore. It's just made it
Okay.
idiot.
Okay. Here's all of the top. Here's any percent multiplayer. All top runs have 8 players in them, and they're down to an hour and 13 minutes. There's a run with 2 players in it, and it's 5 hours.
I like that. In an hour and 13 minutes, I get the rocket. In an hour and 13 minutes in my single player games, I've AFK'd
I'm at
57
steel.
minutes.
Yeah.
One fuel.
Okay, here's in this category, getting on the track. I don't know what that entails. Any percent duo. Here's any percent duo. It's still an hour and 30 minutes, so it's just as long as single player. New game plus massive multiplayer. So, oh my god, how many fucking people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players. It's still an hour and 9 minutes.
Dude, we could totally get more people in that and beat them.
16 players.
So we just do it once, right?
Game is won by launching rockets. Any number of players is allowed. Free choice of map generation settings. Enabling peaceful mode and using map seed is allowed. Importing blueprints is allowed. Submission requires save game or a recording file. All players linked in the description. Only map exchange strings that can be created using in-game user interface is allowed.
The drill dozer is under attack.
Submissions are only, these could actually be more players. They said submissions only track 16 players,
All canisters fuel.
but that more are allowed.
To make more progress.
Yeah, this one has 19 players. Oh, sorry, 34.
I wonder what the optimal amount of players is.
I don't know, but 34 players barely brings it down below 8 players, so probably somewhere between 1 and 8.
I wonder what those other essentially 30 players are doing, just jacking it.
I don't know, but if you bring that number way up to like 256 or something like that, you could just replace building almost any miners and just most people could just sit there mining the game.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome, man.
That's atrocious.
I wonder, that must be what they do with the larger groups, like people just must sit there and mine for a while until they get their stuff up and running.
Miners and crafters. I mean, just enough people, you can just have people go to, because you can't have people craft shit like that, can you?
Well, up to a certain point you can.
Maybe we could make the new category of no miners and no assemblers, only people.
No automation.
I wonder, there's gotta be some, I don't know offhand, but there's gotta be some things you can't make, like liquids. There's some liquids you need that you can't make in your,
Sure, I'm saying with...
What liquids do you need to produce to get the rocket fuel, I guess?
You
So
need
you need oil.
circuit boards, so you need acid,
I guess.
and you need fuel substantial amount of processing actually. It's like probably one of the bigger things you need for the rocket.
So, okay, so when I say no automation, I mean you can still do things like put things into crafting slots, but you have to take it out as well, right? Like you can't put it on a conveyor belt or...
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
I know it defeats the whole purpose of Factorio, which is hilarious.
Are you gonna come home this weekend?
Yes, sir.
Should I take the pork belly out?
I thought you were going to do a practice Thanksgiving run.
No.
Did you kind of decide not to do that?
Honestly, like I want to cook for Thanksgiving, but I just haven't really put a whole lot of thought into it. I need to get the book report done, this research paper done for English.
Deep fried turkey.
Yeah, just cream corn.
That's only
Yeah,
one life
you
is
have a
cream
hard on for
corn.
it.
I don't know why. Like that is it for some reason. Like that and vinegar. Like I really want to get this vinegar shit going, which I'll get done on. The stuff should be a Thursday, so hopefully I can get that going then.
And
And
as
then
you guys want me to cook.
What do we want you to cook? We want you to cook the turkey.
Yeah, make me a traditional Filipino dessert.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
can't
sure
do any of
about
that Jello crap.
I don't give a shit about tradition. Like, I think tradition's stupid. Like, you make whatever the hell you want on Thanksgiving. Like, why do I care
Matt.
about turkey? Honestly, it's just
Yeah.
dumb.
Jesus Christ, Matt.
I
You
got
can't
some
just
dirty
go
looks
say
for
that.
saying that Sunday.
I can imagine.
It's just
Father
stupid.
and mother
Like,
in front of
just
grandma.
I can make whatever I want if I'm cooking. Like, it doesn't have to be a turkey. It's going to be a turkey because I think we all like turkey for the most part.
Like
But
that grandma was like, you don't want. Oh, this is gone already. Why am I doing this?
I don't like turkey. I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's like it's just a boring meat.
well, I mean, all meat's just boring meat. So,
It is.
True.
but I mean, what isn't just boring? So, like, that's not really an apt description of any ingredient.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
Whatever that Indian dish I had was.
Yeah, but that
Heroin's
wasn't
pretty
just
exciting.
one thing.
What's for the cluster grenade?
I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Just talking about drug use like a jerk.
Oh.
Maybe we sprinkle it on the turkey and then bake it. See what happens.
I mean, it's a 4-course meal. One of the courses is a needle.
I hope it's the last course. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get my dessert.
Yeah, don't worry. That's gonna be most of the courses. It's gonna be like dessert, dessert, main course, dessert, dessert.
It's like a mash. The whole menu is gonna be just. It's like sweet potato casserole
like,
with mashed
I
potatoes and then
I wanted to
cream
make some
corn.
pies. Okay, so I have to make a pie for Thanksgiving run. Okay, cornbread stuffing, cream corn, and a pie this weekend then.
What the fuck was I looking at the other day? I mean, you said pie, it reminded me of something. A pie that I don't think I've ever had.
Reese's.
Reese's fine.
No, that you are that is one thing that I was thinking of when I think about the other one. That there's a specific kind of pie that I don't think I've ever seen except for here.
Sweet potato pie.
No, I've
Is
seen
it
that
that water pie?
Apple pie?
Yeah,
No.
depression pie.
No, I've had that before.
What the hell?
Coconut pie?
How could you eat depression pie? That's disgusting.
Coconut pie?
No, it's not coconut. It's buttermilk pie.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe it was. But other than that, yes, Reese's, the Hershey's company had a 9-inch
Reese's
pie.
cup.
Reese's cup.
Or they have peanut butter pie too. Maybe that's not really
No, I
something
think
we
it was
see out
buttermilk.
here.
Anyway, I would have bought one, but they were sold out. I would have bought a 9-inch Reese's cup and ate it myself.
Look, nobody can blame you for some things, okay?
And a can.
I would have, because I want some.
Well, you're gonna have to come down here and get some then. Apparently, I have the week off.
Apparently, you're not. I'm not gonna get any because you didn't order it.
I couldn't order it.
Couldn't doesn't mean you didn't. Couldn't means you didn't, so you didn't order it.
The drill dozer is at the halfway point. Keep it running. Contact.
For Christmas, like since like my aunt, yeah, there's gonna be like a lot of people at home, so especially can have like a lot of like Filipino dishes. Or if you like the one coming from the Philippines, they're gonna bring some called buko pie, basically a coconut pie.
Well, I like coconut.
Yeah, it's like a young coconut pie. So
A young coconut, Jesus.
yes, there's a difference.
Yeah, she wants
Wow,
to
this is
burp.
America. We literally only have one type of everything. There's like a banana, a potato,
Oh my gosh, in the Philippines
a
there's
orange.
a
The only thing that
variety
there's not
of
is
like
several apples.
oh, Nina. Nina. I'm gonna ask them to buy me some like buko pie. It's like really nice, really delicious.
The drill dozer just has to drill
Like layers of layers and layers of coconut. Make young coconut custard pie. There we go.
How big is a mini, a personal pie? How big? How big across?
to keep the drill dozer running at full capacity. You need to
What?
keep it clear of bugs.
Big across. Oh god. Are we talking like health wise or like delicious dessert wise?
Yeah, delicious dessert wise.
Well, the size of a large ramekin.
When you say large ramekin,
I mean, like the next step up from the ones that you have.
I think that's too big.
I agree with you, but that's not the question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about reasonable sizes. I don't really care about reasonable. Reasonable is none. So
Now, reasonable is the size of the ramekin.
we can just go on to something better than that, which is actually having it.
Well,
Running.
I completely think reasonable and good is the size of the ramekins that we have, or a size lower even.
What about like mini pies? Do you think you can make
Meat pies.
not like bite size, but like 2 bites or 3 bites? It would not be enough filling. I just don't know.
I mean, that's kind of what the mincemeat pies were, right?
True, but I want it in a more traditional pie. You know,
You mean more like a tart.
yeah, kind of like a tart, but I don't really know what's the difference between a tart and a pie other than it's a tart. It's supposed to be tart, not like super sweet.
Oh,
Armor and hardstone
can I
secured.
make cheesecake?
The button on the mule, and we will send
Is
in
that a
the drop
traditional Filipino dessert?
No, no. Oh, you want a traditional?
Or something? Yes. I don't know. Whatever. You make whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm just saying.
The ones like most are traditional like Filipino desserts made out of rice. Wait,
Yeah, so that sounds good with us. We're okay with that.
there's like this dish that's called like called this. Forgot what it's called. Hold on.
Exotic sounding
I'll
name.
look it. Kanin.
Oh, I see. It cuts out the top. Oh, I think this is the right answer to my problems. How big those are?
Biko?
2.75 inches by 1 inch as a pie size. It's pretty small.
I don't understand. Are those like length width dimensions or like height
Yeah,
dimensions?
it's like height,
Depth,
diameter,
radius?
diameter and height.
So there's one
I don't
called
think
like
it's that size.
Biko, which is basically a glutinous rice and glutinous rice with coconut milk and brown sugar. Basically, that's the only ingredients. But I'm pretty bad at it
Secondary objective completed.
because you have to like basically melt like the sugar and then the you put like the rice in, like the cooked rice in there, and then you have to like do a lot of like folding, and you have to fast. You have to be fast of
Is it a
doing that.
soft? I'm trying to think about what that'd be like. Is it kind of soft when you're done with it, like or does it get
No.
hard and crunchy?
It's not getting hard and crunchy. It's just like yeah, I think it's like soft because it's just like a cooked rice, basically a cooked rice
Yeah.
with sugar. So I think in the rice you put roll. And then you put coconut oil around it, and then like the yeah, and then you put like some coconut things. I don't know. Like yeah,
We could make some cakes.
Make it snap a team. The drop pod won't hang around forever.
yeah. But I don't think your parents are going to appreciate how they cook.
They don't appreciate anything except exactly what they always
Our
appreciate,
parents
which
would
is
appreciate if you brought something that you wanted to. Okay, it's not that they're gonna unappreciate the thing that you bring. It's gonna be unappreciated as our efforts of changing things like that.
yeah, they won't like the idea that if they don't get canned pie filling, they'll be annoyed.
Pissed if there's no candy corn.
What do you mean this pumpkin has been out of the ground for a couple days?
Where's my 30 pounds of added sugar? I don't
There's
want those
also-
slaves in the South America for nothing.
Those are still gonna be there. I mean, it's
This
not-
one is like I did this like before called puto.
Wow, that's
I know,
yeah, it's pretty fucked.
but that's the name of the dish, okay? So basically, I can tell you like what it's called. What it looks like.
Just gonna show us
That's
what
even
puto
spelled
looks like.
that way. Well, it looks delicious. I don't know what it is.
What?
Is it a rice cake with filling?
Yeah. So you put like cheese on top. That's like a cheese in here, or you could put like some salted egg
Ew.
instead of cheese, or
Ew.
salted egg inside.
What do you mean, ew?
Ew, Patrick.
Yeah, like you want to move to Denmark. You know what they eat?
I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah,
We'll just
you
start there.
don't like anything about it. Although I can't say much.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
what they
this
eat
one
other
is
than
basically
salted rotted
flour,
fish.
flour, baking powder, sugar, evaporated milk, and water.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and then you have to steam it, and then it look like that.
I recall you joining up as a
Is it like puffy or is it dense?
It's fluffy.
However, consider my position changed. We've grown into
Like
Mm.
I don't have any preference here. I don't.
personal pleasure
That's why I.
that management has granted your promotion.
This is called puto.
Well done.
Like, I plan to make a bunch of stuff, but the reality is I can't make it all. Let's see what we're gonna make. We're gonna make cornbread stuffing because that's the only kind of stuffing that matters.
Sausage and cornbread stuffing, or are we gonna use turkey?
No, what you're making is you're making chicken fried steak
Corn.
with a side of kung pao beef and
No, that's Christmas. That's
fuck
Christmas. We'll do that on Christmas. Don't worry. We'll go the Chinese food route Christmas because I just don't care about having ham.
I don't think chicken fried steak is Christmas, or sorry, but that's
Whatever.
okay.
Kung Pao is.
Kung Pao. I think Kung Pao's a movie.
Let's do this. If our family gets together on the 19th on December, like, where is that? Is that gonna happen here too?
Yes.
I hope so.
Shit.
I expect to be cooking that entire day.
Oh,
Can I also
yeah.
cook something?
Damn it, Matt.
I'm gonna start making this vinegar, and then every 2 weeks I'm gonna take some out and start to ferment it into vinegar to get a feel for what it seemed, what the aging process does to the vinegar.
We gotta make wine first.
Well, I know, but the wine
Isn't
part
like
only
the
takes about 8 days
Yeah, I know
to
that's really
to
quick.
turn it. So next week it'll be done, and then I have to store it for like
Solution is on the way.
forever. But I
A
don't
year.
really. Yeah, it says 6 months, but I mean, what is that flavor difference? That's where
That's a good
this,
question. Yeah.
taking some out and testing it every couple of weeks is. So I'm gonna get some jars. I'll have to get some mother, and every like 2 weeks I'll just take some out and just start turning it into vinegar and see what happens. Expect to cook that day. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We're probably gonna do that anyway, so it didn't really matter.
$508 words.
Come here. Found some nitro. Platform up. One platform ready to use.
Now. 502 words.
You're not supposed to delete them.
What?
Are you deleting words?
Yes. Deleting like some sentences. I need like 500 words because like the system will not going to like accept it if it's more than
Oh.
500.
Oh, it needs to be 500 or less, or just exactly
Yes.
500?
500 or less. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know.
Ain't nobody got time to read a bunch of crap, so.
And I can't also like in this like application I can't say who's like my advisor or what's where do I go for school, like like basically like anything that like denotes who I am. That should not be in this essay. So everything is like in the university, at the community college. Like those things. I can't like say the name of the community college. I can't say the name of the university.
I'm assuming that's for diversity's sake.
What?
I'm assuming that's for diversity's sake.
I guess. It's like the national defense. Okay.
Hacking pod has arrived. Establish a transmission tether from it to the power station.
Yeah. Oh Michael, I already told my family you're gonna come the day before Christmas.
Rock and roll.
Oh, they're asking also like, do you have like any food allergy?
Do I have any food allergies? Not that I know of.
What?
So not that I know of.
I tell them like, get ready in case you have like a food allergy.
Nitro's been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
I really want to make like leche plan.
You want to join the matcha clan?
Leche plan. Basically, plan.
The clan where you go around and force feed people matcha.
Oh.
The matcha clan.
Leche. Milk.
Whatever.
You're gonna force feed
The
people
milk clan. That's fine.
Leche plan. I'll try to make those, and then I'll give some. Oh yeah, this is like the one I could give for you guys for Christmas.
Protect the pod while it does its magic.
Usually like, nah. We need to figure out like how am I going to make it like
Hacking commencing again.
an actual plan instead of a pudding. Before like I wasted like a lot of eggs because I made a pudding. Yeah.
You say that a pudding was a waste?
No, instead of
Preach
like
it,
my goal
sister.
is to make.
Pudding's a fucking waste and you know it, man.
Oh wow, that's just wrong. I'm sorry. So wrong about that.
Get off your candy corn high horse and come down here and
Yeah,
That's so gross.
there's some kind of difference between eating wax byproduct and eating a delicious concoction of fat egg yolk, flavoring. Come on, Andy Corn High Horse. Yeah, the only reason you like them is because there's so many left over after Halloween because everybody hates them. You can build a mountain and get on top of it and start preaching about it.
I couldn't find any.
What? Is there
The public
a
didn't have any.
shortage of candy corn this year?
I don't know.
Michael hates candy corn and Patrick likes candy. It actually works then.
The first power station has been hacked. Just one to go.
Attention! Ollie, over here!
You guys like the chocolate milk that I gave you like 2 years ago?
I don't know.
I mean, the Swiss Miss stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, Swiss Miss stuff is okay.
Could use more candy corn.
Secondary objective completed.
Patrick, I'll give you like a bag of candy corn.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Why?
Because he'll eat it all.
In the
What?
middle.
Because he will gorge himself on it.
But he enjoyed it and he liked it and that's my goal.
It's a terrible goal. It's such an American goal. Stop assimilating.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you some like vegetarian candies.
Yeah, just give them a nutritional paste. It's okay.
Give him a carrot stick.
Ab flexor.
Just give them a box of Soylent. It'll be fine.
Oh, how about like a bag of celery?
Onions. You go to Smart Final and buy a 25-pound bag of onions. They're only like $30, and you can give that to him. He'll really
Paint 'em orange.
appreciate it.
And we can ask people why they sell onions off the side of the road.
Grandmother told me like before there's like a because there's an onion field by Humdale, right? They said like before they used to just like pick up like the reject of onions, like they have the bags and bags of onions. This is a reject because like it's like too big of an onion per onion. Mm.
It's hard to move.
Yeah, that's very American. Not wanting an onion because it's just not about the right size.
Yeah, but now they sell it. Cold there at Georgia right now, Patrick.
I didn't hear your question.
Cold there, like
Yes.
around 50s.
Yes,
40s.
the molecules in the air are not jiggling nearly as much, and it displeases me.
What?
I would
What
have to. How fast do atoms jiggle? And I don't know. This is a useless question because I'm sure it is hyper subjective to
I'm
what I'm
sorry,
talking about.
you're gonna have to ask it again.
Well, I didn't ask the question because
Like, only you
I-
can increase global warming, so there's the answer to all your problems.
I don't think that's true, but my question was how fast do air molecules jiggle on a day-to-day basis, say at 50 degrees versus 30?
What do you mean by jiggles?
Well, I mean temperature is just the jiggling of the atoms.
Well, I would argue the answer is no, it's not. It's the speed of the atoms, not the jiggling of them.
Whatever.
But that's an
Speed, jiggle,
important distinction.
same difference. They jiggle in solids.
Just make some number up. He'll be happy. It's fine.
How fast does the average atom travel at 50 degrees?
A solid or a
Is
liquid?
temperature absolute? Is the table at 50 degrees moving just as fast as the air at 50 degrees?
Again, I'm destroying this guy's fucking butt. Oh, that was fucking good.
If all the atoms in the table decided to move the same way at once because they were all the same temperature, how far would they fly?
One technorod on the way.
Michael, you're not answering my questions.
Because I'm trying to think.
Ignoring you.
First of all, I'm definitely not necessarily disagreeing that. Bring it on. That was really good.
Stop doing my derivatives tonight. Mike's gonna yell at me.
Do your derivative.
If all of the molecules in the table somehow decided to randomly shift left,
Move the same direction, yeah.
is that going to move the table? Is the first question I'm asking myself. And I think the answer is going to be here no. Because the small amount of motion, even replicated so many times in a surface, is just not going. Like, it might move the table, but but in this respect, the table's already moving.
Rock seriously needs to invest in some better equipment. Sentry on.
Team, it's hacking time. Protect the hacking drone. The hacking drone is at it again. The hacking drone is under attack. Keep it safe so it can work. Hacking drone under attack.
Rock and stone. Yeah. Rock and stone.
That's 500 words. Woo!
God, that guy got too close.
I feel like this essay is so shitty.
That's it, lads. Need rocket stone.
Time to... Michael, do you have time to like, go over my essay?
We got bogeys on the hacking zone.
Yeah, for that time.
Ready to kill some more crates. Reloaded.
That's it for the power station. We're almost in, team. Get back to the vault and disable the force field. They'll just be running on emergency power now.
Getting more ammo.
Rocket stone in the heart. I'm stuck.
Michael, what you still haven't answered my question. Are
Because-
the temperatures of the table, or the atoms of the table at 50 degrees, moving the same speed as the atoms of the air at 50 degrees?
Oh yeah, the answer would be yes to that one. Sorry.
And so temperature is just the speed of the atom.
Correct.
Okay, so how fast are they moving?
How fast are the... You're asking
Yeah, how fast is the temperature? How fast is the difference between, say, 50 degrees outside and 40? And is that scale consistent to where if I jump down to 30, it would be the same difference, or is it like a log scale?
I would assume that the answer is it's probably a log scale. How fast the actual atoms are moving in the air, I just have no idea. I would assume what we consider temperature might be something about normalized on a nitrogen content in the air, or some sort of, you know,
Stand back to supply
um,
Go patrol that scrap yard, you toaster.
you know, it might be a rough guesstimate of how fast they're moving, not the actual number.
Pulling a battery. I'm killing the force field protector. Get ready.
Oh, awesome. Patrick's asking me obscure questions about molecules in the air.
Get explored.
I've been protesting against New World because they banned my account and that account.
They banned your account, and I'm sorry, you're kind of quiet to me. Is he quiet to anybody else, or is this a me problem?
Me and my dad. Anthony's account's still fine, but they did take most of his gold from his account. But we were banned under suspicion of cheating because because of the major duping problem with furniture right now, and we sold some furniture, so yeah.
Reloading.
about that.
That's what I'm about to go make some rice, and I don't know what else.
Just like
Funny, 'cause that's what I'm gonna go eat too, actually, pretty soon here.
I think I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
go eat
rice and sardines.
you don't want to eat those.
Why not?
They're bad for your health.
What?
What? Sardines?
Yes, yes, sardines are bad for your health.
Why?
I believe most fish are. So.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh.
We deal with one of those on a regular basis. Boy, are you wrong.
Most fish are bad. Most fish are good too.
What's wrong with you guys?
I don't like sardines.
I'm okay with sardines. Actually, I'm okay with any like fishes and meat. No, actually, I like no. I think it's like seafood. I like seafood.
See,
Yeah,
I don't. I don't like cooked fish. I don't like fish and all that stuff. But I do like sushi.
Yeah. Well, that's not wholly unreasonable. A lot of cooked fish is as good as sushi.
Yeah, as a kid, like I would eat fishes. I would eat seafood, but I would not eat pork, beef, and chicken. I guess like chicken. If it's like a chicken nuggets though. Yeah. Chicken nuggets I'll eat.
Everybody will eat fried chicken. I mean, that's just the way it
Fried,
goes.
yeah. But yeah, I'll eat like a lot of vegetables. I'll eat fish, but I would not eat like especially beef and pork. As a child, but now I do eat those things because I should not be super picky. Also, I get yelled at every time I put them aside on the plate. Then my mom or my aunt would eat them. Not the
I'm taking some of the ammo.
or the onion.
Excellent. Objective completed. Our rivals will
Yeah, well, they do best.
put on Huxley.
You should be eating your onions, God.
Holding a return pod.
Rocket stove to the
Drop pod inbound. Stand clear.
look over here. Light is up.
But then like I want like eating with my family like during the family gathering because they are like I don't know, they're not focusing on my plate.
Okay, I think I can pretty confidently answer your question. Yes, the table atoms are jiggling as fast as the other atoms are, as long as it's at the same temperature. And
Okay.
that, what was your other
Wait,
question?
wait.
Sorry.
Michael, if it's like the same temperature, atoms the same. Isn't like different from like other like atoms depending on their weight?
Sure. And if you wanted to get into a more complicated discussion of kinetics, then we could, because that would not necessarily factor into their temperature, but that would factor into their overall kinetic energy, right?
So
If you have a
sorry, go ahead.
If you had a molecule, let's say this molecule is massive, so we're gonna have like some sort of a protein in your body, right? You could have that thing moving at such a low amount of energy, a low speed, so temperature-wise wouldn't be very hot, correct? But it would have the same kinetic energy of something that's like a oxygen molecule traveling at the speed, some insane speed. Right.
The kinetic energy. Isn't like the kinetic energy that depends on the mass?
Well, yes, the kinetic energy depends on the mass, but the temperature does not mean it's kinetic energy. The temperature is just the speed of the atoms.
Did I hear a rocket stove?
Okay. my brain doesn't want to like take that.
Well, just think of it like this. Think that you have this extremely large protein in a box, right? And this box there's nothing else in this box, and I'm going to stipulate that the protein cannot touch the sides of the box for whatever reason. Okay, it just can't. It's physically impossible for that protein to touch the side of the box. In this environment, the protein will always be at some sort of the same kinetic energy throughout its life, right? And same temperature, because it can't interact with things. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's just introduce some carbon molecules or something. It doesn't matter. Some water molecules that have a much higher speed than the protein, with the same stipulation that they can't touch the sides of the box. Right? What's going to eventually happen in that system?
What was that again?
So we have the protein in the box and it can't touch the sides, right?
Okay.
Okay, and we introduce some water molecules into this box, and they also can't touch the sides, but they're at a significantly higher speed than the protein is, right?
Okay, yeah.
What's going to happen to the protein? What's going to happen in the whole box?
Nothing.
Well, no, it's not nothing, right? What happens when the water molecules strike the protein?
If the water molecules what? Strike
Hit the protein. Yeah.
It will. Okay. So is this like the collision? Like
Yeah, it's a collision. Yeah.
Collision. Okay. It will like takes like the energy from the water molecule.
Yeah, and speed up the protein. So the protein's going to quote unquote get hotter, and and also gain kinetic energy, whereas the water molecules are going to lose kinetic energy and get slower.
Yeah. So like basically like if you like average them, they have like the same kinetic energy. Is that what?
Well, no, they're not going to have the same kinetic energy, right? Let's say, let's just for instance, let's just say that let's just assume that they're all going at the same speed, the water molecules and the protein, right? Which one's going to have a higher kinetic energy?
What?
If the water molecules and the large protein all have the same speed, what's going to have the higher kinetic energy?
The water molecule.
Why is that?
Sorry. The protein.
Okay, why is that?
Because of like higher mass.
It's a higher size, right? So the higher mass of the protein makes it have more kinetic energy.
Yeah.
But it also in turn makes it harder to speed up as well.
Yeah.
So
Conclusion again?
what?
What's the conclusion again?
The conclusion is saying that the table atoms and the surface and the table atoms and the air atoms will move at roughly the same speed. Albeit move is a really subjective term here. Move is a really inopportune word here because the table atoms don't really do a lot of moving.
Whatever. I just need to know how fast they're moving at 50 degrees, 40 degrees, 30 degrees.
Yeah, just go look it up. That's something that I can't provide you.
Okay. As long as it's just something that'll.
I assume it's just a number.
Yeah, it's like also like depends. I think like just in air, yeah.
Well,
Or
it
like
doesn't matter if it's in air because it's just essentially absolute speed, which sounds ridiculous, but we have to measure based on something, right? Like it can't just be that this atom is going this speed. We need to have a baseline, but what they use as a baseline for temperature, I just don't know. It's probably the speed of light.
Would you say it's like colder there at Georgia, Patrick, than here at California? Around this time, like for example, like the 50 degrees Celsius. Or 50,
Is 50 degrees Celsius colder than 50 degrees